Is a generic platform that when you ask it a question, it gives you a general answer, not a specific answer. But my campus pal Omni AI has been trained to answer to students' need. It breaks things down to the simplest form. It has been trained also using the materials that are going to be uploaded on my campus power app to actually answer students. So it doesn't just give you a random answer, it gives you an answer that you actually need as a student. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done. It's not working. It's not working.
Thank you, my campus pal.
Thanks, sir.
You've done a good job. A few questions for you, and then we'll move on. How do you validate your materials? You said you plugged into CC Math, right? So how do you then validate what is there, knowing fully well that these materials are they are custom made and they are copyrighted for different institutions? How do you validate those?
Okay, as I said, the CC Max works on a basic principle where 70% of CC Max works on a basic principle where 70% of the materials are uniform across all universities in Nigeria. Only 30% is custom made to to other universities like Babcock, where we have our Christian religious studies that are custom to us, while everything else is 70% is uniform. So these materials are gotten, like the curriculum is gotten from CC Max. Then we work hand in hand with a board of lecturers that make materials for us and quizzes, and they cross-check everything to make sure they're accurate and
Okay,
correct.
so you have the Outlook generically being curated by CC Math, but
Yes.
the content itself is now narrowed down institution versus institution. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you made a comment. I just, for the sake of this audience, want to correct. ChatGPT, as an example, doesn't always give you a generic answer. It depends on the prompt that you have used and the version you're using.
Okay.
And I think the rest that you have mentioned is okay. I don't know if any of my colleagues have any questions for you.
Did you mention ChatGPT? Is that what you used?
No. I compared our AI to ChatGPT in the sense that
So what's the name of your AI?
Omni AI.
Omni AI.
Yes, sir.
What version?
This is like version 1.0. This is the. It was made by us. Yeah, it was made by us. It was trained by us as well.
Made by you?
Yes, and trained by us as well.
How did you train that?
Didn't train the model per se. You know, there's something in when you're working with ML, machine language, there's something called RAG, which means retrieval augmented generation. What that means is that we have a pool of resources. You know, when you're making a chatbot, for example, now you're using a provider's API. When that provider's is the model or the chatbot is going to like see what it has had in its own training data.
I understand.
Yes.
See, you know, it's made by you, right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
developed it. So, but I want you to be careful too. So, for you to say you trained that